On this day in history, we remember the remarkable individuals who shaped our world. Welcome to Who Died Today in History, where we honor their legacies. From artists to leaders, their impact lives on. If you find their stories meaningful, like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay connected. Henri Richard, affectionately known as the Pocket Rocket, was a Canadian ice hockey legend whose career with the Montreal Canadiens spanned from 1955 to 1975. Born on February 29, 1936, in Montreal, he was the younger brother of Maurice "Rocket" Richard, another Canadiens icon. Over his two-decade career, Henri Richard amassed an unparalleled 11 Stanley Cup championships, a record that still stands in the NHL. Richard's death on March 6, 2020, at the age of 84, was attributed to complications from Alzheimer's disease. This natural passing marked the end of an era for the Canadiens and the broader hockey community. The immediate consequence was a profound sense of loss, as fans and former teammates reflected on his remarkable contributions both on and off the ice. Henri Richard's death did not merely amplify his legend, it solidified his status as a symbol of excellence and resilience. His record of 11 Stanley Cups is a testament to his era's competitive spirit and the Canadiens' dominance during the 1950s and 1960s. The immediate mourning and subsequent celebrations of his life highlighted society's reverence for athletes who embody dedication, teamwork, and success. Reflecting on Richard's death and legacy offers insights into humanity's relationship with mortality, power, and memory. In sports, athletes often achieve a form of immortality through their accomplishments and the stories told about them. Henri Richard's numerous championships and his embodiment of perseverance have been immortalized through various means: art, literature, and commemoration. The Canadiens' fans continue to honor his memory, ensuring that future generations understand the significance of his contributions to the sport. In commemorating figures like Henri Richard, society acknowledges the transient nature of life while celebrating enduring legacies. These commemorations serve as a bridge between the past and present, allowing us to reflect on shared values and the impact of individual lives on collective history. Teresa Wright, an acclaimed American actress known for her roles in Mrs. Miniver, 1942, Shadow of a Doubt, 1943, and The Best Years of Our Lives, 1946, passed away on March 6, 2005 at the age of 86 from a heart attack at Yale New Haven Hospital. Her death, though not unexpected given her age, marked the end of a life rich with artistic achievements and personal evolution. Wright's death occurred in a quieter period of her life, as she had largely withdrawn from the public eye, living in New England. It was a peaceful passing compared to the highly publicized moments of her career. She had endured personal challenges, including a public dispute with Hollywood mogul Samuel Goldwyn, but she left a legacy of professionalism and an enduring commitment to her craft. The immediate consequence of Wright's passing was a wave of fond remembrances from both the film industry and fans, underscoring her impact as one of the most promising actresses of her era. Her name was included in tributes to other baseball greats during the New York Yankees Old Timers Day in 2005, a fitting tribute to her role in The Pride of the Yankees, 1942, where she portrayed Lou Gehrig's wife, Eleanor. While her death did not drastically alter the trajectory of history, it prompted a reevaluation of her contributions to both cinema and television, especially with the release of her biography, A Girl's Got to Breathe: The Life of Teresa Wright, in 2016. In her career, Wright's natural acting style and refusal to conform to Hollywood's more frivolous standards set her apart. Her death was an echo of the challenges faced by actresses of her generation, fighting to maintain artistic integrity in an industry that often prioritized image over talent. Wright's passing reflects the larger themes of mortality and legacy, as it gave her admirers an opportunity to reflect on her work and honor her contributions. Through the decades, the value of Wright's films, where she brought sensitivity and authenticity to complex roles, remains a testament to her artistic integrity. Her death, though quiet, revealed how public figures are immortalized not only in their time, but through the lens of memory, art, and the stories they leave behind. In reflecting on Wright's life, we see how the intersections of mortality, power, and memory shape the enduring nature of great figures. Nancy Reagan, born Anne Frances Robbins in 1921, was a prominent American actress who later became the First Lady of the United States during her husband Ronald Reagan's presidency from 1981 to 1989. She was known for her elegance and strong influence within the Reagan administration. After leaving the White House, Nancy continued her advocacy work, notably promoting stem cell research following her husband's death in 2004. She passed away in 2016 at the age of 94 due to congestive heart failure. Her death marked the end of an era, prompting reflections on her contributions, both as a supportive partner to President Reagan and as an influential First Lady. Her passing elicited a profound national response, with tributes from political figures, celebrities, and citizens alike. Her funeral, held at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in California, was attended by representatives from various First families, former presidents, and notable figures from both the political and entertainment worlds. The ceremony highlighted her significant impact on American society and politics. Nancy Reagan's death did not necessarily amplify her legend, but rather solidified her legacy as a devoted wife, influential First Lady, and advocate for drug prevention. Her tenure as First Lady was marked by her protective nature towards her husband and her efforts to modernize the role, making it more politically active. Her passing prompted reflections on her contributions and sparked discussions about the evolving role of First Ladies in American politics. Reflecting on Nancy Reagan's death reveals humanity's complex relationship with mortality, power, and memory. Her life and passing underscore the transient nature of existence, the influence of power, and the ways in which societies commemorate their leaders and their families. We immortalize such figures through art, literature, and commemoration, ensuring that their legacies continue to influence and inspire future generations. Kirby Puckett, born in 1960, was a celebrated American baseball player whose career with the Minnesota Twins left an indelible mark on the sport. Renowned for his exceptional batting skills and vibrant personality, Puckett's life was tragically cut short, reflecting both personal and societal challenges of his time. In March 1996, Puckett experienced a sudden loss of vision due to a stroke affecting his eye. This unforeseen health crisis led to his early retirement from professional baseball. Despite this setback, Puckett remained a beloved figure, engaging in charitable activities and maintaining a connection with fans. On March 5, 2006, Puckett suffered a massive stroke at his home in Arizona. He underwent emergency surgery but tragically passed away the following day at the age of 45. His untimely death sent shockwaves through the sports community, highlighting the unpredictable nature of health and the fragility of life. The immediate consequence of Puckett's passing was a profound sense of loss among fans, teammates, and the broader baseball community. Memorials and tributes poured in, celebrating his contributions to the sport and his positive influence off the field. His death did not necessarily amplify his legend, but rather reinforced the existing admiration for his character and achievements. Reflecting on Puckett's death reveals humanity's complex relationship with mortality, power, and memory. His life and untimely passing underscore the transient nature of existence and the impact of individual lives on collective consciousness. We immortalize such figures through art, literature, and commemoration, ensuring that their legacies continue to inspire and influence future generations. Frances D., a beloved American actress known for her roles in An American Tragedy, I Walked with a Zombie, and Four Faces West, passed away on March 6, 2004 at the age of 94. Her death, due to complications from a stroke, marked the close of a long and fruitful career that spanned several decades in Hollywood. Dee's passing was natural, reflecting the inevitable course of time for someone who had lived well into their 90s. Unlike the violent or dramatic deaths that often overshadow public figures, Dee's death was quieter and more private. However, it did bring attention to her extraordinary legacy as a star of both early Hollywood and later television and film. Her death occurred shortly after the passing of her husband, actor Joel McCrea, in 1990, with whom she had shared a nearly 57-year marriage. Her last years were marked by a peaceful retirement on their ranch in California. The immediate consequence of her death was a nostalgic remembrance of her roles and contributions to cinema. Dee was remembered not only for her striking beauty and captivating performances, but also for her roles in groundbreaking films. I Walked with a Zombie, a 1943 psychological horror film directed by Jacques Tourneur, garnered attention in later years as a cult classic, contributing to her lasting fame in the genre. Her death also sparked reflection on her partnership with McCrea and their philanthropic work, as they had donated significant portions of their property to the community. Dee's passing didn't shift the trajectory of history, but it did amplify her legend within the realm of classic Hollywood. She was part of a generation of actresses who helped shape the golden age of film, and her longevity allowed her to transition from silent films to the more dramatic narratives of post-war Hollywood. In her case, mortality didn't diminish her status, but instead highlighted how time had preserved her legacy in the public consciousness. Her death speaks to humanity's relationship with mortality, as it reflects the quiet passage of time for those who lived full lives both on and off the screen. Dee's career, which included memorable portrayals in films that now serve as cultural touchstones, offers a lens through which we examine the way memory immortalizes figures in art and literature. Her story is one of a classic star whose legacy endures through the films she left behind, commemorated in the hearts of fans and in the annals of Hollywood history. Pearl S. Buck, an American author renowned for her depictions of Chinese peasant life, passed away on March 6, 1973, at the age of 80 from lung cancer. Her death was the end of a remarkable life shaped by her experiences as a missionary, writer, and humanitarian. Her passing occurred during a period when the world was grappling with significant political and social upheavals, particularly with the ongoing Cold War tensions and the cultural shifts sparked by movements for civil rights and women's liberation. Buck's death was a quiet one, in stark contrast to the dramatic nature of her legacy. In many ways, her passing underscored the enduring relevance of her work, which had fostered a deeper understanding of China and its people among Western audiences. Her novel, The Good Earth, which won the Pulitzer Prize in 1932, had cemented her as a literary figure who bridged cultural divides. But Buck's contributions extended far beyond literature. She became a fierce advocate for racial equality, women's rights, and the rights of adopted children, particularly those of Asian descent. Her establishment of the Pearl S. Buck Foundation to address poverty and discrimination faced by children in Asia marked a significant part of her life's work. The immediate consequences of Buck's death were felt within both the literary and activist communities. Her foundation continued to support international adoption and the betterment of children's lives, particularly in Asian countries. However, the legal battles over her estate, stemming from her complicated personal relationships and contradictory wills, painted a picture of a woman whose life, though full of acclaim, was marred by personal strife and complex decisions. Despite this, her humanitarian legacy remained intact, especially through the Pearl S. Buck Foundation, which persisted in its mission to aid marginalized children long after her death. Buck's passing did not fade quietly into obscurity, but rather amplified her legend. While her literary works may not have been consistently celebrated in the decades following her death, her role in changing perceptions of China and advocating for social causes ensured that she remained a significant figure in American cultural history. As we reflect on her life, Buck's death underscores the enduring challenge of reconciling an individual's personal conflicts with their larger, more public legacy. Through literature, activism, and the preservation of her ideas, Pearl Buck's legacy continues to shape how we think about race, adoption, and cross-cultural understanding. Her death, like her life, highlighted the complexities of legacy and memory, reminding us that the human desire to immortalize figures of significance is both a reflection of their power and a testament to the lasting impact of their actions on society.